Now let's see how can we implement health value for enemies and player characters. For that, we are going to define some local variables. So here we define a global variable, but now we are going to define a local variable for player and enemies. So we can say players on. We can say players on. So that means the player agent on a variable, local variable called health. In a similar way, enemies also on a variable called health. Right. Now, whenever a bullet hits the enemy, we are not going to simply destroy the enemy. So instead, we should reduce health. So let's see how to do that. In player bullet rules, when an enemy is within the radius of 3 from a bullet, so we asked it to explode. So now we are not going to do that. Instead of that, we are going to ask enemies to reduce health. We have to set health. We are asking it to reduce health by, let's say, health -1. Reduce health by 1. And I'm going to comment out this explode and die. So let's check this. But there's no way for us to know whether health is reduced or not at the moment, right? So for that, we are going to define something called a label. So that means in enemy rules, every time we are asking all enemies to set a label called health. So that means health value will be displayed as a variable. So here you can see health is set to 0. But we should have health set to 100 at the beginning. So that means when we are setting up an enemy under enemy properties, we can say set health to 100. We can do the same thing for players also, setting health to 100. And in a similar way, here we ask all enemies to set the label to health. Like that, we can ask players also to show the label called health. And let's check this now. When I press the play button, now you can see all the enemies have 100 health. And our player character also has 100. But still, our player died because we didn't comment out enemy bullet rule. So here we should comment out this one also. Yeah. Now let's observe what's going to happen. Setup, play. Yeah. Now when it's shooting these bullets, now all the bullets also have a label. So the reason is we hatched these bullets from aircraft. So now what happens is the property or local variable called health is part of this parent object called aircraft. When we hatch a child, that child will also inherit this health property. So as a result, now bullet is also showing 100 health, so we should avoid that. To do that, what we have to change is, whenever it's hatching, whenever we are hatching a new enemy bullet, we should set the label to empty. Set label to empty. So this is applicable to player rules also. Here, whenever player is hatching bullets, label should set to empty. See, now the bullets looks good, but whenever I shoot an enemy, that value is reduced to minus 494. The reason is, the bullet is going through this aircraft, and while it's traveling through the aircraft, there are so many ticks get activated. I mean, there are so many tick cycles are going. So that means it has lots of collisions through the aircraft, and it's reduced into a like very large minus number. So we should avoid that. So how to avoid that? Whenever a bullet hits an enemy, so instead of reducing health one by one, we should give a value like this. So it will slowly reduce the health. So let's have the same logic for players also. That means instead of exploding and dying, it should also slowly reduce the health. Now let's see what's going to happen here. Now it's working fine, but we can see there are so many like decimal points. So that means we should have a way to round this number. So let's see how can we have a round operation when we are displaying this value as a label. So let's try to use something called round. Here for player health, and for enemies also we can say, okay, round this value. Now let's try it again. Yeah, now it looks good. Now you can see our health is 97. This aircraft has health of 98. Yeah, I have to make sure they are not shooting my aircraft.